If you have poor hip external rotation, meaning this movement, so when you go to rotate out, your foot doesn't go very far and you don't have a lot of movement up here in your hip, this is my go-to routine for helping that and working on that external rotation. So we're gonna start out with a heavy band tied off to something, tied off to a rack or something sturdy. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn around to show you what it looks like from the backside, because that's gonna be a better representation. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this band and we're gonna put it up, tuck it up in our groin really high, and then we're gonna be on our knees. I have to be on a pad because I'm old and I don't like my knees being on the ground. And we're going to be here. We're going to push our hips forward. So we're not gonna have, when we're doing this, we're not gonna have weak hips. Okay, we're gonna push our hips through. I like to kind of squeeze my glutes to help me cue to make sure that I'm keeping pushed through. And then what we're gonna do on the banded side is we're just going to work and externally rotate that foot, okay? So as a banded distraction there. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you from the back side. So we're gonna take this band, put it up in nice and high and tight. And we're going to keep our hips tight, pushed all the way through. And then we're just gonna work that external rotation, doing about 20 of these each side. Okay, so then from there, what I like to do after I do that on the working side, I'll keep the same side banded. And then what I like to do is bring my knee up and I like to lean forward. Kind of do a dynamic stretch here, just working back and forth, and then going down, touching the ground, leaning forward, and you're really gonna feel that open up there, pulling in the groin and your adductor a little bit. Lean forward there, and then kind of walk out and just kind of hold each of those, kind of hold here in the front for 10, 20 seconds, and then walk out, holding that for about 10, 20 seconds. So then from there, what we're gonna do is that we are going to, same position, just gonna get down, put our hands on the ground, and then we're gonna start, and we're just going to rock back on our hips, come forward, and just work this motion, rocking back on your hips for about 20 reps or so. And then after we do those 20 reps, we're gonna turn, we're gonna do the same thing, just going forward and backwards. And then, after you work through all of those, we're going to drop the band. And then what we're gonna do is the weighted hip opening portion of this. So a kettlebell works well for this. I don't have a kettlebell right now, so I'm just gonna hold a plate. But what we wanna do is we're gonna have knee down, and then we're gonna have our hips opened up. So we're gonna have our knee and foot out kind of as far as we can comfortably. What we're gonna do is we wanna keep our knee tracking over our toes, okay? So when we're doing this, we don't wanna be in here. We wanna have our knee tracking over the toes. We don't want our knee to be caved in, okay? So we're gonna be here, at about a 90 degree at the knee over the toes, or tracking over the toes when we do this. And then when we are here forward, holding our kettlebell or our weight, we wanna have our trunk forward, okay? So we're gonna be opening up at the hips. We don't wanna be turned facing what we're doing, okay? We wanna be opened up here. So we're gonna be holding our weight opened up, and all we're gonna do, rock out as far as you can without your heel coming up. So if you go out and your heel starts to come up, you're going too far. Okay, you wanna keep pushing. I like to push my toes and my heel into the ground, rocking back and forth, nice and slow, making sure I'm keeping that knee tracking, not letting it come in, okay? And just working that nice and easy back and forth, about 20 reps on each side. Doing this routine 2 to 3 times a week really works great for opening up your hips, especially if you're squatting, deadlifting a lot. It's really good to help open that up, loosen up your adductors and groin a lot so you can get that hip mobility back and you're not putting much strain on your low back.